Hello, hello, surprise. It is not Wednesday. Don't worry, you haven't lost your mind. We had to do a little finagling this week, and lucky for me, our wonderful guest was willing to trade dates with us. So here we are on a Monday, same time, same place, just a different day. So hopefully, a bunch of people can still join us live and have a lot of fun here with us. Hopefully I don't cough too much. It's almost gone, I think, ish. Um, but you will have a chance to watch the replay if you aren't able to watch us live. So don't worry. We've got a whole new crew coming in here today. We are also live on the Knit Picks Facebook page, doing a live video there because this guest was so wonderful. We wanted to make sure everybody got to hear about it across all of the brands that we have, and also for the fact that you can shop this brand new item on all of our brands. So we just want to make sure everybody knows. Before we jump in here, why did I not get a notification that we are live here on Instagram? Okay, well, it says we're live on Instagram. There we are. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, I wanted to share this with you guys. I just finished the cutest stack of pumpkins ever. Okay, or at least I think they're the cutest ones. I can't stop making these pumpkins. They're so great. This one is done in that Oceania yarn that we were talking about not too long ago. Look at the texture and like the fuzz on there and the two different colors because of the core. Oh, I love it so much. But okay, I'm officially ready for fall and pumpkins. Don't bring out your Christmas stuff yet. I mean, good for you if you're ready to go to Christmas, but let me have like 5 minutes with fall here because I just made this. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys. I was so excited about it. And while I was making those, I was using this brand new product that we're going to talk about. And I want to tell you, it made a world of difference. So let's jump in. Let's get us. Oh, wait, one other thing before I bring in the guest. No, click this way. I want to let you all know that right now we have a buy one, get one over on the crochet.com website on select items using the code LOVE24. So it'll give you a page of what's included. You add 2 of the items into your cart, use that code, and it will be counted to free. So you can get one for yourself. There's a bunch of notions in there, so you can create different notion packages, or maybe you're putting it into your folio or something along those lines. It's a really great way to stock up. Okay. Yes, here we go. I'm bringing in our guest. We have Tiffany today. Hi, Tiffany. So Tiffany, you may or may not know, is a wonderful crochet designer. She is behind Crochet with Tiffany. So you can definitely check her out and follow her. And today she's here like representing herself, but also representing the wonderful company called Valari. And we're going to be talking all about the Valari pillow. But so before we get talking about the pillow and everything else, let's start chatting about you, since this is the first time you are live with us. So give us a little backstory on yourself. How did you get to be a crochet designer? And then how did that transition into joining up with Valari?
Oh my gosh, girl. Okay, before I dive into that, like so much happiness for you right now. Like the pumpkins are adorable, and I'm totally there with you when it comes to like, I'm not ready for Christmas yet. Let's hang on to one more month. I want pumpkins to stick around a little bit longer. They're so adorable. And then your coupon code. Okay, I got my hands on these guys a while ago. They're a godsend. So like, they're on your website. And so I might have to take advantage of that coupon code because these things are freaking amazing. So if you don't know what they are, go check them out on
they're the project planner notepad, I think. And I actually have one here too. So just so everybody knows, they're like a sticky pad.
Yeah,
so you
a
pull
sticky
these
note.
out and it's a sticky note. So you put it on top of like your project that you've like printed out, or maybe a note sheet. And it just lets you keep track of like who you're making it for, the measurement, so you don't forget, because sometimes you change what your measurement is, right?
Yes.
Yarn that you're using, the hooks that you're using. So
yes, it's amazing. I think it's great because, you know, as a crafter, you know, I have a billion projects going on, and keeping them straight with that info. I wanted to say that really quick before we moved on to stuff.
Okay.
All right. So
that makes me happy because I helped design that and create it. So it's always great.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so my story, I have been I was a closet crocheter since like middle school, high school, where it's like I did it behind the scenes, but no one was allowed to know. So,
Yeah.
and
Nice.
then when got a little bit older, babies came along, I started making some stuffed animals, and of course somebody had to say, you could sell that, and I'm like, got bit by the bug. I was like, oh, okay. So made stuff and put it in commission shops and stuff like that. But it was never quite fruitful. Like I sold
Yeah.
some things, it was going somewhere, but I knew I had this passion and I really wanted it to work. And I tried so hard to make it work. And I just wasn't having any luck. And a family member was like, well, why don't you start a YouTube channel? And I was like, oh, no, 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 no. No one's going to ever find value. Like, who's going to watch me? Like, what?
Right.
No. And then I found another crochet content creator that made the process look doable for me. I was like, oh, okay, I think I can wrap my head around what I would do, how the content would look. I think I can give this
Yeah.
a try. And so when I first started, the whole idea of my channel from the very beginning was helping people. At first, I was going to show people how to make things to sell it as a vendor at and markets and stuff. Like, this
Mhm.
is what I make, and this is how you make it, and this is what has done well for me, and this is what has not. So avoid that,
Right. Right.
but always to help people. And then I started the channel, and people just started to speak to me, and they're like, can you do this, and can you show us how to do that? And I was like, okay. And I do have a background. I have a bachelor's degree in education, so I'm technically a teacher. So I knew learning styles, and I knew people learned
Mm.
audibly, visually, and
Right.
they also learned by reading. Like they had to read it.
Right.
And so I was trying to type instructions on the screen so you could see it. I was speaking out what I was doing. I was trying to like show, and I was like, this is what I'm doing,
Yeah.
like, and, so it was more so like how I'm doing it, and not so I'm doing it and you're watching me do it. And people seem to resonate with that a lot, and they seem to like it. And it just really stuck. And now I still listen to my community, and I'm still following what I'm hearing people go through in their life and what they're experiencing, and how crochet has affected them and their journey with crochet. And everyone has such vastly different journeys. I love hearing every single one of them and how crochet has been a positive influence. And I start geeking out, and I start like I start going on this very big, like, oh, I just want to help people on their journey to grow and see where it goes. And
Yeah.
so that's me.
I
But
love it. That's so great.
it seems to be doing all right. My channel, I have a YouTube channel, and it's doing pretty well. And I'm finding new, I don't want to say followers, I'm finding new people that want to join my community every
Yeah.
month. And I think that's a better way of considering people, because people are people. They're not a number, that's like, oh, you're a follower. No, you're a person that has chosen to join my journey and my
Yeah.
community. So anyways, that is how I came across this thing back here. I have a membership program. We meet over a Zoom every Wednesday, and that's for people that want to be seen and heard. And someone brought up a topic. They're like, okay, how does everybody crochet when they're crocheting? Where do you do it? Do you sit?
Mhm.
Are you on the couch? Are you in a chair? Where? And most of people said, I sit on the couch, or I find somewhere in the living room that's comfy, cozy, and that's where I sit. A couple people, though, said I need to put a bunch of pillows underneath me, as I'm working. And one person even said, my doctor told me I need to crochet at a desk because of how it was affecting my certain parts of my body. And I was like, that's really interesting.
Right.
And just how people, like, some people, they can be comfy, but other people, they really can't.
Mhm.
And a member that is both a video gamer and a crocheter, she's like, have you heard of the Valari pillow? I was like, no, I have not. What is this? Why are we talking about it? And she's like, well, apparently video game people have the exact same body aches and pains and
Right.
issues that us crafters do, because we have the same stance. We're doing that
Right.
same like C curve
Hunch.
punch. Like they're on their knees, where they're just kind of like playing like that. Whereas as crocheters, we're still hunched, but we're like here, like our vision is that we're looking down at our project.
Right.
Our arms, we're lifting our arms up. And so it affects our shoulders and our elbows. And so our, the C curve with our back, either upper back or lower back, and even our chest, it's all forward,
Yes.
So I was like, okay, I'm curious. I looked at the website. I was like, okay, I've already been told stories by multiple of my community members that they can't crochet anymore because they're in so much pain, that they've had to get rid of their yarn, that they've had to stop their craft because they can't do it anymore. And it broke my heart because so many people have also told me what good crochet does for their mental health, for their connection, forming community, making friends, giving them purpose. And to have that taken away from you because you're in pain now, it like made me cry. I was so sad. And I reached out to the Valari company, the team. I was like, you guys have no idea the market you're missing. Your pillow could help so many people in the crafter community because we're also experiencing a lot of these aches and pains. And they're like, really? Interesting. Okay. So they sent me one to try it out to see if it would actually help. And I was like, okay. So I get this pillow and I start using it and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like I instantly felt a difference. To the point where I was using it, I was like, okay, this is comfortable. Like you can really just lounge hard with this thing on the couch. You get set up and then you don't move for like, you're like, oh, this is great. Like, cause your project is in front of you. So you're not craning your neck. Your elbows are supported. So you're like just so incredibly comfortable.
Yeah.
But what surprised me is then I stopped using it for a little while, just like, okay, it's not near me. I'm still going to crochet. And I realized I started to feel some pain in my elbow. And I was like, what is that? I haven't noticed that before. And I was like, holy cow, I have crocheter's elbow and I had no idea. So I didn't even know that was something that I had developed with all of the crochet that I have done in my life until I used the pillow and it took that away. And taking away the pillow, I was like, okay. But on top of that, that's how it's helped me. But when it did help me, I started telling my members in my membership program. I was like, guys, I'm using this. It's working great. They gave me an affiliate code if I wanted to use it and spread it around. So if you guys want to try it, go for it. And a bunch of them gave it a try. And it was unanimous that every person that got the pillow noticed a positive difference. And I was like, okay, we're onto something now, because now I feel like I need to tell everybody in the world about this, because it's not just helping crocheters with, all the things that we got going on, but people that have like had shoulder surgery or any kind of surgeries. If anyone has like just a chronic issue with like any certain upper body, part, they've all found massive value from the pillow, even without crocheting or knitting. They're just sitting with it comfortably on the couch because it takes so much pressure off of their shoulders just to rest their arms. And
well, I even think for reading, it's really great too, because again, it puts your arms in that position that's just comfortable, that your neck is not down all the time. And just, you can lift your shoulders and your arms, but you're not, using all of that and straining all of that. I mean, there's Firelight Creations, it put in the comments that they are a video gamer and crocheter.
Want to say hi, Firelight Creations? Hi, Sarah.
And it's so true. Said, plus I've had several surgeries on my hands and wrists. The Valari makes things way more comfortable, but you have to keep your cat off of it too.
That's true. I have a little Dachshund that whenever I put the pillow on the couch, he always seems to find it and cuddle up right in the center of it. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. So, I want to make sure though, too, that we spend some time, because I know a lot of people, when they see this pillow, I mean, it is it is a price point that some people can't afford, and we get that. And you have to do what works for you. But a lot of times people will say, well, why would I spend the money on this when this is like a boppy,
Oh,
which
girl.
people use for nursing? And, you know, yeah, okay. So if you have one, it's a different shape, it's a different thickness, it's a different way that it wraps around your body. And I mean, this pillow is truly meant for the gamer, for the reader, for the crocheter and knitter, where the boppy that most people are associating it with is made for nursing. Like it's made to be the size of the baby, not the size that you need so that you can have support on your arms
Right.
as they sit next to you.
On top of that, the function of a boppy is supposed to be more firm to support baby.
Right.
And uh, with it being more firm, it just has a different feel to it than it does. Like this feels so plushy and comfy.
Yes.
Whereas the boppy, which I'm going to show you right here,
Yep.
it has a different function. So
Yep.
I get this whenever I post about the Valari, because again, I feel like I need to share this with just get the word out. I don't want anyone to not know about this product that it could possibly do wonders for.
Yeah.
But I get every time I post, somebody mentions that connection. And
Yep.
while, yes, it does have a similar shape.
Yep.
Like there's a couple big differences. One thing that I noticed was the middle part on how it fits you. It's not a one size fits all kind of thing.
Yep.
Like it's still kind of like awkward. And I don't think like this is me and this is the boppy. And I'm like, it's not comfortable to get on. It's definitely not a one size fits all. Whereas look how big this is.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, there are extenders that you can get. So if this is not going and like if this is not going to meet your needs to make it clasp behind you, you can get the extender. I've had people get one and they said that they were like a 3XL and they're like, oh girl, there's still room. I could still like go larger. So, but if you needed to, the extender can clasp to another extender. So it really is a one size fits all and all inclusive. The other thing is there is that clasp. So if you want to, and this is really funny, and I love doing this, but you clasp it in the back so that way it doesn't move. You can literally like, okay.
Yep. Just let it sit right there, your crochet project or your knit project.
And it doesn't move. And so you're not fussing with the other pillows, which was a big problem for me. If I had other pillows that I used, it would take me forever to sit, get all the pillows around me, and then grab my project and, oh crap, that pillow, like, now I need to go to the bathroom. And you have to do the process all over again. The pillow, it doesn't move, which is fantastic. It also, what were some of the other things?
Well, I like too how, this section in the front is a little bit thicker and a little bit longer than the other parts. And so it really does make like a nice surface to keep your hands on and to work on, because it kind of like scoops up, like, so it's lifting up to right where your hands need to be instead of like falling front or anything like that. It just really makes a great little surface for you to put your hands on when you stick it on and everything else. I don't know. I just really like it.
Yeah, there's the thickness you're talking about.
Yep.
This is thicker. So again, the point of the boppy is for baby. It's to put right here, level with milk, for baby, and supposed to be here. Now, one thing I will say though, because you mentioned cost of the pillow, that if the boppy works for you, if the boppy is something that makes more sense for you, then the point of what we're doing with the Valari is not to necessarily sell a product, it's to help people. And so if it'll work for you, then that's great. But the number of people that I've said tried the Boppy and then tried the Valari, they said it's night and day. It's not
Yeah.
even the same.
Yeah.
So if you need some time to save and to work up to the Valari pillow, then again, it's a stepping stone, but it's not a replacement.
Right. Right. Yeah, because I mean, I know that when I had kids, I had a Boppy, and I know I tried it because I had no idea about the Valari pillow at that time. I mean,
Well,
Valari
actually,
actually
the Valari is
didn't
pretty new.
exist.
Well, when did you have your baby?
Well,
How
so mine were 2014 and 2016.
Okay, so the Valari pillow is actually a very new concept. It's
Right.
only a couple of years old. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. But so I had tried to use the Boppy because I was like, oh, this seems like a great idea. And like I was saying, like this one is so much nicer that it has that longer space because I always felt like my hands were then falling front off the front of the Boppy. And then it wasn't comfortable anyway for me. Like then I had to be pulling my arms back to try to work in the
Yeah,
space because that's also part of the problem. Maybe not problem, but that's also one of the issues that you can have is the weight of your project pulling down on your wrist as you're working, that this
right,
also, even if it's not really supporting much else, it does
right.
support like your project and what you're working on. So it keeps it at a level space for your wrist instead of working your wrist in that constant motion and pulling them forward.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Um,
the
Go
amount of
ahead.
crafters, I was surprised. Like I think you and I we met at H&H in Chicago,
We
and
did.
there's so many different crafters, the cross stitchers, the quilters, and I had everybody like check this out. Like look at this. Can this help you? And
Yeah.
across all mediums, knitters, cross stitchers, quilters. It's not just a crochet pillow. It's for
Yeah.
crafters. And so like just like you said, it's because you can prop the whole project on the pillow and it helps with the take that weight away.
Yeah. I did put the links in for you guys if you want to see it. We have it available on the crochet.com website. We also have it available on the Knit Picks website. So depending on where you're watching us from today, we're all here. We're all there. We have 3 colors. I shouldn't do 6. We have 3 colors. We have this one, which is the navy and the beige.
So
We,
pretty. So
I
pretty.
know. We also have the sage and yellow, right?
Oh,
Sage and yellow.
yep.
And we have the pink one as well, which is pink. And I believe the is it the no, I'm gonna forget what comes with the pink. The pink and gray. So sage and yellow, navy and beige, and pink and gray. So those are
Oh,
the
all
3
three of those
options
colors are
we have
amazing.
available. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're really excited. And I do want to say that we are available to offer it with free shipping. So when you go ahead and purchase it, you're not going to be paying for shipping. I do want to let you know, though, there's one little tiny caveat that those are what is called drop ship. So we don't have them at the warehouse. So when you order it, it may take an extra day or two for your order to get fully processed. And it's just because we get your order, we have to tell them to tell Valari to ship it out of their warehouse. And so that just takes usually like one extra day or so just for that extra piece of communication. But we did that so that it would make it easier on inventory and you guys could get your pillows without having like an out of stock issue. So that's just what's happening there. So again, it might just take a day extra than what you're used to when you place an order, but everything will get shipped out. Even if you order the pillow and other things, you'll just get 2 packages, one from Valari with your pillow, and then one from us with all of your other goodies and things like that. We should also say that when you order the Valari, you're like, oh my gosh, how is this going to fit into my mailbox? Guys, it comes in a much smaller package. They actually like vacuum seal it. I have the bag there. I should have grabbed it, but it's in a reusable bag that you'll get to keep and you can reuse. So you can put your yarn in it and then vacuum it out the air and be able to store even more. But it comes in a nice little like vacuum bag. So it'll be a nice small thing. And then you'll get your cover separate in the bag. So you'll just have to put the cover on, which is great though, because you can wash it if you need to. You could get different colored covers if you really want to.
I'm excited
And
about
change
that. I'm
things
like, I'm going
out.
to start
So
theming for holidays.
yeah. Yeah.
Because it's something that looks so good in your living space. It's not like a crafter pillow where you're like, go put that in your craft room. You know, that's
Right.
it's actually very flattering to put in your living space. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm gonna start playing with that. But
Yeah.
so when you do get the pillow, when it's in the shrink wrap, it's black.
Yeah.
So if you, yeah, it's black. So if you see that, that's okay. It's the insert, and you just put that in the cover, which is machine wash and dryable.
Nice.
I know my
That makes
dog,
it
I have a big dog
so much
who has a
easier.
slobber problem. And whenever he
Yeah.
wants to show me love while I'm working on a project, I'm like,
Yeah. Well, my children have already stolen this a couple times because they think it's great for them and like what they need. And I was like, no, that's mine. Give it back. Like, this is not a you toy.
oh, my son thinks it's the best pillow. He'll
Yeah.
like lounge on the couch and like with the pillow like right around his neck, like
Yeah. Yeah. There's so many uses. It's not just for crafting. You'll find
right?
so many additional uses for it. But we love it the most for crafting.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, this is a brand new product. If you are signed up for our newsletter, you got the emails last week that it launched. We have the 3 different versions that you can go ahead and shop, the 3 different colors, I should say. So you definitely have some options of what works for you. I got this one because I liked having the neutral side of it, but also like a little nice color. I mean, I get it. Like if you have a dog, maybe you don't want to go with the navy, but we do have the beautiful sage and yellow that's going to hide a lot more with dog hair, if that is or cat hair, if that's a consideration for you. But it's this really nice, like velvety
It's a
feeling
velvet. Yeah.
fabric.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Some people are concerned, like, will my yarn stick to it? It's
No.
not crushed velvet. It's like a really soft velvet,
Yes.
and
You just kind of want to pet it, like, right? It's
I'm
so
like,
nice.
I have yarn galore in here, and I can't find it. You know, like that.
Of
Ever
course,
had that
right?
fun? You're like, I have so much yarn, but I can't find what I need right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'll admit, so I made this pumpkin and I did it
Right,
with my Valari pillow.
right.
And, because of the fiber, the way that this is, some of the pieces did fluff off, but it was
Yeah.
really easy. I just wiped my pillow and it all just came off the fluff.
Oh
So,
yeah, there's no friction at all.
yeah,
No
yeah.
friction.
It's really nice. And again, like this is the great time to really think about the Valari pillow because, we're getting to the holiday time period. So maybe this would be a really great gift or ask for a gift card to be able to save up to grab a Valari pillow. It's something that you're investing in yourself, just like we invest in really great hooks and needles and things like that. Like this is an investment in your crafting to make
Yes.
it last longer and to take care of your body.
Exactly. Thank you for saying that, Caitlin. It's all about prevention. Every time we
Mhm.
sit down, if we're sitting in bad posture, it might not take its toll for a couple of years, but it's slowly building to the point where you're going to start feeling those aches and pains. And if you fight through those aches and pains, like most of us do because we love what we're
Yep.
doing and we're having so much fun, then you're just compounding those aches and pains to the point where you get to those people situation where they can't do it anymore or they're taking a lot of painkillers. And it's like, that's not how you want your crochet experience to be, So
Right.
this is all about prevention. It's all about preventing those aches and pains from ever even starting, or if they're already started, it alleviates those pains so you're not feeling that pain anymore and you can keep working for longer and
Yeah.
you can keep working for an extended, like throughout your life. Nothing's going to hold you back. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And as you're working on all your projects that you're gifting this year, this is a little gift to yourself.
Yes, it's a gift to yourself. Yeah, there's a lot of crocheting that we got to do with holiday season. This is our busy time. Yeah.
Yes, it is. There is a question here over on Instagram about Tiffany and having an Instagram page. Yes, Tiffany does. It's Crochet with Tiffany, and that's how you'll be able to find her
I kept
everywhere,
it
right?
the same on every platform. Yeah,
Yeah.
Crochet with Tiffany. I kept it the same to make it easy. So if you have a
Yeah.
hashtag or an @ before, yeah, hopefully you'll find me.
Yeah. So that's what you're going to search for, and you'll be able to find Tiffany, and you can follow along. You can check out her membership. You can check out the patterns that she has. She has a lot of great content, so give yourself some time to go ahead and review it. Get your Valari pillow, prop your phone up on here, and watch your phone this way to check out all of her stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for introducing this to me when we were at H&H this year. I mean, that's how I got started. I was like, ooh, we need to go talk to her. What is that pillow thing she's carrying around? And this is just the greatest thing. And it's such a great partnership. I know a lot of people have already found it and they're buying them quickly. And so thank goodness
Yes.
we don't have to worry about inventory, because I don't know, you guys have found it and you're loving it. So make sure you go ahead,
Yes.
grab your pillow, put it on your wish list for Christmas. It's going to be the perfect time to go ahead and make your crocheting and knitting just a little bit easier.
Oh, so much more comfy. Yes.
So
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you for asking
yeah,
me to be on here. Any chance I can get to talk about the pillow? Because again, this has not been around very long. It's
no,
a new product, and it's helping people. And so as much any opportunity I can get to just spread the word about it, I'm pouncing, because I just really want to help people. So
yeah. And somebody asked to lift it up again. So this is what it looks like in its full glory. It
yep,
has the clip in the back if you want to clip it onto yourself. You don't
I
have
got the
to.
pink.
You could
So
leave it open if you want. And Tiffany also said there's an extender if you need
yes,
it. To
yes.
order this, you can get 3 different colors available over on the crochet.com website or on knitpicks.com. You'll be able to get the colors that we have. And we've partnered with Valari because they're actually based out of Spain, right? I got that right?
Uh, they're definitely in the UK. So I know, yeah. And
So
yeah,
yeah,
I think
so
they're
they're
right.
working on getting more warehouses over here in the States and everything else. But so we decided to partner up with them so that we could help keep promoting how wonderful this pillow is. So it's really great if you could take a look over at one of our 2 websites to go ahead and make a purchase. But there are more cover selections if you don't like any of those 3 on the Valari website as well. But we thought these were like 3 of the
Oh, those
prettiest.
ones are, yeah, those ones are honestly the most popular, and you're gonna
Yeah.
have a hard time keeping stock.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
people have definitely loved those color options.
Yeah.
So
So definitely go check it out. Let us know. Show us, tag us if you're posting
yes,
on social
please.
media and whatever else. We'd love to see what colors you're getting, how you're loving it. Do a
How
little
it affected
unboxing,
you, like,
show
did
us.
it help, how it
Yeah.
helped, because it will help. One way or
Yes.
another, it'll help something, even if it's just extra comfy.
Yeah.
One way or
Yeah.
another, it will help. So
Yeah.
let us know how.
Yeah. So thanks everybody for joining us. Thank you for
Thank
sticking with us on a Monday instead of a Wednesday. We will not be here this Wednesday. We'll be back next Wednesday, though, at regular time and place. Thank you, Tiffany, for being accommodating and switching to Monday for us. We appreciate it. Everybody have a great week. Do some stitching, grab a pillow to make it even easier. And yeah, get ready for that holiday season, or maybe just make some more pumpkins.
Yeah, there you go. Those are so cute. Thank you,
Bye,
everybody,
everybody.
so much for your time.
Yep,
Have a great
thanks.
day.